from a perspective of regulation with the lens of it's really geographic focused, right? In terms of, I think Europe and UK are on one trajectory, and then the US is navigating the regulation in a different way. And some of this is tied to some of the political dynamics here in the US at the moment, depending on how we're defining impact. I also think that historically, from a measurement perspective and a point of practice, that there has been a shift from traditional long form longitudinal randomized control trials, the RCTs. And I think there's a shift towards top-down coverage of who pays for IMM, where I'm hopeful it's starting to shift more tied to the actual companies that are delivering products and services, because it is their model. And I do think there should be a continued shift to that being a part of a budget and a line item for organizations that are actually delivering to the end beneficiaries. I also would say that from a staffing perspective, it's been interesting on the private equity venture side of it and the banks that there are now roles that are being developed that have a focus on impact measurement, where I'd say even 5 years ago, that specific role from a portfolio management lens towards impact and impact data wasn't as well defined. And I think the trend in terms of staffing and capacity and intentionality continues to increase. That also comes with challenges where those IMM leads are sometimes on an island. And especially in the investment world, where they can be seen individually as folks that might be slowing down process pre-investment. And that's where we need to really connect the financial performance to the impact performance and have those two joint at the hip, because that is real. And I think we need to lean into that. So I think the regulation is real. I think that the role in terms of IMM is continuing to develop. And that ties to the intentionality of the impact data and the importance of it. Rather than it just being an SDG on a slide, it's actually starting to get worked into the operational elements of investment, post investment, and then most importantly, with the actual companies that are boots on the ground. That's still, I think, a work in progress in terms of internal capacity and staffing to really use that data most effectively and tie it to their business performance.